All right, S&P futures flattish here today, or futures flattish here today. S&P futures literally flat, 0.00. So they are at unch. Dow futures here down 0.03%, and the NASDAQ futures here also down 0.03%. So I guess technically a little bit in the red, but for all intents and purposes, that is flat. Let's take a look at some cues from last session. Recording the biggest gains on Wednesday was industrials, information technology, and utility stocks, which led most S&P sectors to a positive close, though energy and financial stocks bucked the overall market trend and ended lower. The AI frenzy is still in full swing as AMD advanced micro devices surged over 11%, while Micron gained around 6%. So some of these AI names still continuing to put just humongous gains in. I definitely, if you guys are interested in any of these AI trades, whether they're short or long, that's something that we should definitely talk about here today. Meanwhile, the Fed minutes released on Wednesday showed that President Trump's trade tariffs continue to weigh on the outlook for growth and inflation, raising concerns over how long the Federal Reserve can stick with its planned cycle of interest rate cuts. Additionally, Trump announced on Wednesday that both Israel and Hamas have agreed to the initial phase of the peace plan, phase 1. The 10-year Treasury bond yielded 4.13%, and the 2-year bond yielded 3.59%. Now, we do have several stocks in focus here today. First one's going to be Pepsi, ticker PEP. That was up 0.27% in the pre-market on Thursday ahead of its earnings, scheduled to be released before the opening bell. That's happened. That's happened now. Pepsi is actually trading higher, just by about only 60 cents. It was actually up several points, but it's pared back some of those gains. We'll see how PEP trades here today. Turn Therapeutics is also on our list here today. Ticker there is TTRX. It surged 271.43% after the clinical stage biotech company commenced trading on the NASDAQ capital markets on Wednesday. Airwa, ticker YYAI, gained 47.72% after the Maryland-based technology company rebranded itself from Connexa Sports Technologies, marking a shift from sports technology to Web3 and blockchain-based financial services. Seems like a pretty obvious switch there, doesn't it? Delta Airlines, ticker DAL, was up 0.75% ahead of its earnings, scheduled to be released before the opening bell. Analysts expect an earnings of $1.52 per share on revenue of $15.04 billion. Delta is beating and trading higher. In fact, in the pre-market here today, Delta put in a high of $61, and right now it actually looks like it's trying to curl back up to that spot. So we'll see if Delta continues to extend some gains. That has been doing a good job staying above its 200-day moving average recently. Last stock on the list here is going to be Levi Strauss. That's ticker LEVI, and that was up 0.32% as analysts expect it to post quarterly earnings of 31 cents per share on revenue of $1.5 billion. That earnings report comes after the closing bell.